Chapter 60, in which everyone's favorite bureaucratic asshat returns. Edwin, please don't run, Martin Blair said, after I glanced at the door. I promise you it would not end well. Then, noticing the terror smeared across my face, he smiled and added, It's okay, son. I promise. Here, take a seat. There were pigeon feathers on the pew, and I wiped them off and sat down, and Martin Blair said, First, Edwin, what the hell are you wearing? Parker picked it out, I said, trying to smile. She said it would help me blend in. Martin Blair laughed and said, Maybe in Milan, on Halloween. I forced a laugh, and he asked, So where is Miss Parker now? I stared at my feet, and Martin Blair said, Do you still not trust me, Edwin? Even after I let the three of you out of Charles de Gaulle? I looked up at Martin Blair and noticed someone had carved Punk's Not Dead on the column behind him. So you did let us go, I asked. Why? Because it was the right thing to do, Martin Blair said. And because I retire in 3 months. What are they going to do? Fire me? Now where is Parker? I hung my head again, and Martin Blair said, I don't want any of you getting hurt. She's gone, I said, without looking up. She left about an hour ago. She has a lot of money, and who knows how many passports, and she's going to disappear. They'll never find her. Martin Blair leaned back against the pew and said, Good for her. Wait, you're happy she got away? I asked. Life has been terribly unkind to that poor girl, he said. She deserves a chance to start over. So you're not going to go look for her? Me? No. I suspect the French police have a few questions for her, since she shot at one of their comrades in a canola field. But if she makes it out of France, I think she'll be fine. Why the hell did she shoot at a policeman anyway? It was an accident, I said. She was rapping, and she didn't know the gun was loaded, and he thought we'd stolen a car. You did steal a car. No, we stole a van. Garland bought that car from a guy named Ramey. I don't understand why you didn't just take a train. That's what I said, but Garland was all, They'll arrest us the minute we step on a damn train, son. Who'd arrest you? We couldn't chase you. And the French didn't care about you until you blew up that police car, Martin Blair said, and shook his head. I told Garland the fireball was completely unnecessary, I said. They never listened to me. Well, Martin Blair said with a sigh, what's done is done. Now tell me what you found out. About what? What do you think, Edwin? About Garland's long-lost love. Oh, right. An old man at the nursing home said she became a prostitute, and Garland body-slammed him. Martin Blair chuckled. Yeah, we heard. That's how we knew to come to Saint-Lô. Garland wanted us to turn ourselves in, but I had to talk to someone in this church first. He and Madeleine hid here during the bombing, and I hoped someone would remember her. And that nun I just spoke to, Sister Ava, she did. She was friends with Madeleine after the liberation. Martin Blair raised an eyebrow. Did she know what became of her? She was waiting for Garland to come back when she heard he'd been killed in action, I said, my voice cracking. She joined a convent and died 6 years ago. Martin Blair closed his eyes and rubbed his temples. A moment later, he said, I hate it for Garland, even if he did suggest I stick my fat head up my ass. He suggests that to a lot of people, I said, and Martin smiled. So, what's your plan from here? I told Garland we could turn ourselves in if I didn't learn anything at the church. So I guess you can arrest me now if you like. I work for the United States Embassy, Edwin. I can't arrest you. But it would be much better for you and Garland if you were in American custody. You guys shot at a cop and blew up his car and stole 2 other cars. 1 car, I corrected him. And Parker shot the cop, and Garland blew up his car. All the same, Martin said, the French police don't necessarily consider you heroes like the rest of the world. The rest of the world thinks we're heroes? Martin Blair smiled and said, something like that. Listen, where is Garland now? We need to act fast. The never-ending roar of sirens still filled the air, and I said, he's back in his room. Then, for reasons I can't explain, I lied. At the Hotel Mercure. Okay, hurry back to him, and in 15 minutes a blue van with the U.S. Embassy logo will pull up outside the hotel. Come down one at a time and get in the van, and we'll take you back to the embassy in Paris, and this will all be over. Okay? Okay, I said, and standing up added, thank you, Mr. Blair. He smiled and said, don't thank me yet.